From a New Zealand aquarium, a common octopus named Inky famously slipped through a small gap in its tank lid, slithered across the floor, and reportedly disappeared down a 50-meter drainpipe, ultimately reaching the sea. This isn't an isolated incident. Stories of octopus breakouts are legendary in marine biology circles. But what exactly drives these incredibly intelligent, boneless creatures to such audacious acts of escape? Our investigation today focuses on the remarkable combination of their problem-solving intelligence, their unique flexible bodies, and an inexplicable, perhaps even primal, need to explore and escape. We'll examine the real behavioral patterns and the neuroscience behind their curiosity-driven chaos. To understand their escape prowess, we must first look inside an octopus. According to Dr. Peter Tse, a neuroscientist at Dartmouth College, octopuses possess a remarkably large and complex brain for an invertebrate, rivaling those of some birds and mammals in its intricate structure. This centralized brain is responsible for complex decision-making, learning, and memory, allowing for sophisticated cognitive abilities. It's a foundational piece of the puzzle, suggesting a level of awareness and strategic thinking not often seen in the animal kingdom, especially among invertebrates. What's truly unique, however, is not just the octopus's central brain, but how its intelligence is distributed. Dr. Tse's research highlights that over half of an octopus's estimated 300 million neurons are actually located in its arms. This decentralized nervous system allows each arm to act semi-autonomously, capable of tasting, touching, and even making decisions independent of the main brain. Imagine having 8 limbs that can each process information and react on their own, yet still coordinate with the whole. This incredible neural architecture grants octopuses an unparalleled degree of motor control and sensory perception, crucial for their manipulative skills. This combination of a complex central brain and semi-autonomous arms translates into remarkable problem-solving abilities. Marine biologist Dr. Binyam Solomon has observed octopuses demonstrating several key intellectual behaviors. For instance, they can successfully open screw-top jars, a task requiring both fine motor control and an understanding of how objects operate. They also exhibit learning by observation, a trait typically associated with more complex vertebrates. Scientists have witnessed octopuses solving puzzles after watching another octopus complete the same task. This observational learning accelerates their ability to overcome new challenges. Beyond simply solving puzzles, octopuses have also shown evidence of tool use, a behavior considered a hallmark of intelligence. Dr. Julian Finn from Museum Victoria documented an amazing instance where a veined octopus was observed collecting and stacking coconut shells. These shells weren't just random debris, the octopus used them as a portable, protective shelter. This behavior requires foresight, planning, and an understanding of how to modify its environment for personal benefit. Such actions demonstrate not only problem-solving but also an innovative approach to survival, suggesting a flexible mind capable of adapting strategies to new situations. Intelligence alone isn't enough to explain repeated escape attempts. This brings us to the third crucial element, their insatiable curiosity and need to explore. Dr. Jennifer Mather from the University of Lethbridge emphasizes that octopuses are highly exploratory animals in their natural habitat. They constantly investigate new objects, probe crevices, and adapt to changing surroundings. In captivity, these complex creatures can find themselves in what might become, from their perspective, barren environments. This lack of novel stimuli and enrichment can lead to boredom, acting as a powerful motivator for escape attempts. The scientific community largely agrees that providing environmental enrichment is crucial for the well-being of octopuses in captivity. This means not just food, but a constantly changing environment with new objects, puzzles, and challenges. When these needs aren't met, their innate drive to explore, combined with their intelligence, can manifest as a determined effort to find novelty elsewhere, specifically, outside their enclosure. It's not necessarily an act of malice or a desire to be free in a human sense, but rather a profound biological imperative to engage with their surroundings and avoid sensory deprivation. Now, let's consider the physical key to their escape artistry, their unique anatomy. Octopuses are invertebrates, meaning they have no bones, no skeleton at all, except for a chitinous beak. This lack of a rigid internal structure gives them unparalleled flexibility and maneuverability. Imagine trying to contain a creature that can essentially liquefy its body. It's like trying to hold water in a net, making them incredibly difficult to confine. This physical characteristic is a perfect complement to their intelligent problem-solving, turning every perceived weakness in an enclosure into a potential escape route. The only solid part of an octopus is its beak, located at the center of its arms. This beak is essentially the only part that cannot be compressed. As marine biologist Dr. Christine Hufford from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute explains, an octopus can squeeze through any opening that is larger than its beak. For a medium-sized octopus, this diameter can be as small as 2.5 centimeters, or about an inch. Think about that, a creature that might be several feet across when spread out can reduce itself to the size of a quarter. This incredible physical constraint defines the ultimate limit of their escape capabilities. Adding another layer to their escape artistry is their mastery of camouflage and mimicry. Octopuses can instantly change their skin color, pattern, and even texture to blend seamlessly into their surroundings or mimic other marine creatures. While primarily a hunting and defense mechanism in the wild, this ability also serves as a critical advantage during escape attempts. A camouflaged octopus moving across an aquarium floor or laboratory bench is far harder to detect, giving it precious moments to find its next pathway to freedom. Their intelligence allows them to leverage this physical trait strategically. Let's revisit Inky, the octopus from New Zealand's National Aquarium, whose story perfectly encapsulates this blend of attributes. In 2016, Inky discovered a small, approximately quarter-sized gap in the lid of his enclosure. Utilizing his lack of bones, he compressed his entire body through that tiny opening. Once free, his curiosity and exploratory drive kicked in. He then navigated a journey across the aquarium floor, specifically targeting a floor drain. This wasn't a random crawl, it showed directionality and a clear objective. The drain led to a 50-meter pipe that entered into Hawke's Bay, granting him ultimate freedom. Inky's escape, while dramatic, is part of a broader pattern of observed octopus behavior. Accounts from aquariums worldwide document instances of what are colloquially known as jumping octopuses. These are octopus vulgaris, or common octopuses, that have been observed deliberately leaving one tank and moving to another, often in search of food or simply more stimulating environments. Sometimes they even return to their original tank after an exploratory foray. This behavior highlights their capacity for short-term spatial memory and navigation, not just random wandering. These repeated escape attempts present a constant challenge for aquariums and researchers. The balance lies in providing secure enclosures while also offering sufficient environmental enrichment to satisfy their immense curiosity. As Dr. Jennifer Mather suggests, a lack of novel stimuli can be a primary driver for these escapes. It forces institutions to innovate, constantly changing their octopus habitats, introducing new puzzles, and ensuring adequate cognitive engagement to prevent boredom from becoming a powerful incentive for a breakout. It's a testament to the octopus's will to explore. While the research doesn't pinpoint specific neurological pathways for boredom in octopuses, the behavioral evidence, particularly Dr. Mather's observations, strongly suggests a profound drive for novelty, likely rooted in their complex neural architecture. Their ability to learn, solve problems, and remember paths implies a sophisticated cognitive landscape where a lack of stimulation could indeed register as a deficit. This constant need to investigate and interact with their environment is, in essence, the neurological underpinning of their curiosity, pushing them to seek out new experiences, even if it means breaching the confines of their habitat. This brings us to a fundamental question: are octopuses trying to escape, or are they simply exploring? The investigative approach demands we look at the evidence. When an octopus like Inky navigates a specific path out of a tank, across a room, and down a drain to the sea, it strongly suggests intentionality and goal-directed behavior, rather than mere accidental wandering. Similarly, the systematic opening of jars or the use of tools points to deliberate problem solving. While we can't definitively know what an octopus is thinking, the consistent patterns of behavior observed by scientists like Dr. Solomon and Dr. Finn provide compelling evidence for purposeful action driven by intelligence and curiosity. It's important to distinguish between complex intelligence and simple instinct. Many animals react instinctively to danger or opportunity. However, octopus escape attempts go beyond this. Their ability to adapt their methods, learn from observation, and use tools suggests a flexible intelligence that processes information and formulates novel solutions. An octopus doesn't just push against a wall, it probes for weaknesses, analyzes, and then applies a learned solution. This demonstrates a cognitive flexibility that elevates their actions far beyond mere programmed responses. Understanding these drivers, problem-solving intelligence, incredible flexibility, and a profound curiosity has significant implications. For researchers, it underscores the importance of carefully designed experiments that account for their cognitive abilities and potential for manipulation. For aquariums and marine centers, it means a continuous effort to provide complex, ever-changing environments that challenge and stimulate these animals. The goal is to minimize the impulse to escape by meeting their innate behavioral and cognitive needs, ensuring both their well-being and the security of their enclosures. It's an ongoing, fascinating dialogue between human ingenuity and cephalopod cunning. So, when we look at an octopus escaping its tank, we're not just witnessing a simple animal act. We are observing the incredible convergence of a highly complex, decentralized nervous system, an utterly unique, flexible body plan, and a deep-seated drive for exploration and novelty. These factors combine to create an animal that is not only intelligent but also uniquely equipped to act on its curiosity in the most audacious ways. They are, as the evidence suggests, nature's most hilariously intelligent escape artists, a testament to the diverse forms intelligence can take in the natural world. Their Houdini-like breakouts are a profound reminder of the mysteries still held within our oceans.